What happens when your toddler meets a dog 3 times her size and calls him family? I never imagined our home would become the center of such a beautiful friendship. But then, Teddy came along and everything changed. Teddy is our Saint Bernard, and honestly, I don't think he has any idea how big he really is. His paws are massive, his head nearly the size of my daughter's torso, and when he moves, the ground seems to shift. But the strange thing is, around Runa, he turns into something else entirely. He becomes gentle, thoughtful, like he's holding back just for her. When we first brought him home, I was nervous. We had 2 small children, and I kept asking myself, was this the right decision? Friends didn't hesitate to warn me either. "That dog's huge," they'd say. "What if he jumps? What if he knocks them over?" I had those same thoughts, but within days, all my doubts faded. Runa fell in love instantly. No hesitation, no fear, just trust. And Teddy responded the same way, like he'd found his person. From the beginning, Runa wanted to be involved in everything. She helped me feed him 3 times a day, joined us in the garden during training, and held his leash on walks. I remember laughing the first time she grabbed 2 popsicles from the freezer, one for her and one for Teddy. They became partners. They walked together, played together, even sat quietly side by side on the floor, like 2 old souls just understanding each other. One afternoon, Runa fell while running in the yard. She started crying, and before I could reach her, Teddy was already moving. He didn't bark or rush. He simply walked over, laid down beside her, and rested his head near hers. Just being there was enough. Her sobbing stopped almost immediately. It was as if she felt safe the moment he showed up. Since then, their bond has only deepened. Runa talks to him like a sibling, and Teddy, despite his size, becomes more careful around her than I've ever seen. He seems to understand that she's small, fragile, and his to look after. Watching them together has become one of the greatest joys of my life. People often stop and stare when we're out. A giant dog and a tiny girl. It catches attention. Some shake their heads, others smile. But I've learned that what may look unusual from the outside often holds the deepest kind of love. Love doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it looks like a giant shadow following tiny footsteps, or a paw resting quietly beside a tear-streaked face. Teddy showed me that. If this story reminded you of a pet, a child, or a quiet bond in your life, share it in the comments. Type "Forever Friend" if you've ever loved, or been loved like this. And if this touched your heart, like the video, subscribe, and help us share more stories that remind the world what gentle love truly looks like.
There he is. 8 weeks.